doesn't it? Hey guys, welcome to the dinner table reboot. In today's episode, we are going to talk about just sports, mainly baseball, football, and basketball. The main sports, but mainly going to focus on baseball, because that's what I did whenever I was still playing sports. Before I want to start, I just want to say all music in this video is credited to Jamie. I'll hopefully, if I remember, have her link in the description or in the YouTube comments. Without further ado, let's get right into this. So, since baseball's gonna be our main focus, we're just gonna get basketball and football out of the way. Whenever I was in 8th grade or 9th grade, this was before COVID, my dad and stepmom and mom were asking me if I wanted to do a sport or just get back into sports, or well, not get back into sports. I never really did sports, but my parents asked me if I wanted to do sports because I was a bit more round. I won't lie, I was a bit more fat back then. So I decided I'll look into it. I'll look into doing a sport, and lo and behold, I saw that my parents mostly played basketball. My parents suggested that I could play basketball, but starting any sport at a late grade, like 8th grade, only having technically 5 years if you're counting 8th grade, it's not a lot of time to like get used to stuff, if you ask me. But my parents were like, you should sign up for basketball or football, because that's what they mostly played. And I won't lie, I did consider doing basketball, but I didn't. But the time they told me this, it was after the season was over. Actually, no, it was mid-season whenever it was happening. So I couldn't really sign up. So I saw baseball was there, so I was like, why not? I didn't even tell my parents beforehand that I was going to sign up. I told them after I did. But let's... So... For personal reasons, I will see people by not their actual name, but another name. So there's this one student who we'll call him R. Now R, he did every sport. He did basketball, football, and baseball. Now, whenever I did baseball the first year, I didn't really talk to him that much. This was also, I think, like a month before COVID shut everything down. My coach and my two coaches, they were actually pretty nice, pretty chill. They were pretty funny. They didn't care. They'd swear if they wanted to. They didn't really care. But they were pretty nice, pretty chill. But I had two friends of mine. I'll just name them I and T. T helped me a lot during 8th grade. He stopped playing though after, and so did I. But we're not getting into that. We're getting into baseball. So COVID hit, shut everything down. We still had to take pictures though. Then 9th grade hits. 9th grade, man, that was something. I remember whenever I signed up for baseball, my one main coach, we'll name him Coach Sandy. Coach Sandy, he was in the army or military. I don't know what he was in, but I know he was part of that. He was part of one of those things. So he kind of had anger issues and was kind of strict with stuff. So then he realized how I had no experience, so he was more easy on me, but he still went hard on me. He still wanted me to do good and play well. Now, I'm not gonna lie, to this day, I would not say I am good at all. But, I do remember one time how it was me and this one kid, during a baseball game. I would usually just play during the rest of the half, during the second half of the game. And I remember specifically one time, the one friend, I wouldn't really say friend now, but back then he was a friend, who I'll just call E. E was up to bat, and the pitcher threw the ball and almost pegged him right in the face. He just barely hit the side of the helmet that he was wearing. Safety first, kids. Which, I mean, if that hit him in the face, definitely would have had to visit to the hospital. Thankfully, my mother was, I don't think certified at the time, but an EMT. But that's all mainly I remember. I did play sometimes. I wasn't good, so I was mainly in right field, which basically kind of means balls won't usually be hit to you often unless it's a left-handed person, or the coach or the other team's coach knows you're not good, so they'll tell the team to hit that way specifically. It has happened a few times. We'll get to there. We'll get to that. That's mainly all of 9th grade. I did start to get into the system, starting to understand how baseball goes. And I had to say I was at like 5th grade level baseball during that time. 10th grade hits. Varsity baseball. That was something, I will say. I'm not really fond of what happened in 10th grade baseball. I do know we went into districts. Oh my god. I remember one time during districts, I hated every second. Umpires. Umpires are a different story, but you guys know umpires, right? They're the people who, like, stand out in, like, the field behind the catcher at the mound. Once by first base to see if he's safe or not. All of that. I've never seen an umpire eject somebody except one time. This was in 10th grade. It was during a pregame before the actual game started to, like, know, like, who will go where and what position in the lineup they'll do. I was never in the lineup, I'm not gonna lie. I was never in the lineup. I was not good at all. But I remember one time, the kid, I don't know what I'll just call him Shav. Shav was more on the try-hard side. He wanted to get every single win and not lose once. And I remember one time, he's in third base, running to home. He jumps over the catcher, which, to be fair, the catcher was kind of guarding home, which I don't think is fully allowed. He was, like, in front of it. He was kind of, like, in the way of the runner. But it's kind of... He got suspended for, like, the rest of the game. He didn't get suspended for any other games, though. But that's all I kind of remember in 10th grade. 11th grade, that's the most recent. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not playing my senior... I am in my senior year, but I'm not gonna play my senior year. I have college stuff and personal stuff going on that I need to focus more on. But I do remember one time, I do remember a few stories from my junior year. So we'll get into that. I remember one time during was it practice? Yes, it was practice. Oh, by the way, I might as well say this. I don't know why I forgot about this, but Coach Sandy, he kind of left. Personal issues, I think, with his landlord and everything that he had. But if you remember R, who I stated, played every sport, took it way too serious. If there's people who I know IRL watching this, they'll most likely know who I'm talking about. But R, yeah, he definitely took the game too serious. Whenever we had, like, a lineup to practice hitting, he would always cut in line to go again. To the point where my coaches would notice. Introducing 2 new coaches. Coach J. Coach J, he's a hoot. He still coaches baseball to this day. Really nice. He's nice, I will admit. He's nice, but he can't be strict with stuff when it comes to practice. He does. I remember one time whenever I was practicing, like, how to hit. I could hit. I won't lie. I could hit, but I could never really get it into the outfield. I can only hit it into the infield, and it would roll to the outfield. There was rarely ever times I could hit it to the outfield. And I remember one time where he was teaching me like a better position to hit. I remember one time I just couldn't do it. I don't remember what I had to bring my arm. You know how you've probably seen baseball player, how he has his hands up on his right shoulder or left shoulder, depending if he's right-handed or left-handed. And I remember one time, I just, he had to get his shoulder, you're lifting your shoulder up, not shoulder, you're lifting your elbow up whenever you're up to swing, and whenever you're bringing it down, kind of have to like go straight down with your right or left elbow to swing. That's the best way I can explain. I'm probably wrong, but I just couldn't get it right. My brain was always like, no, you have to like curve to bring it down. And my coach, he was like saying how like, oh, if that was an actual game, you wouldn't get it close at all. You'd be out right away. To the point where I was getting so mad. I'm not gonna lie, I would start to tear up. Like, I just couldn't deal with that. I was getting so mad. And it wasn't like sad tears, it was anger tears. Because I was getting so mad at myself and because of my coach. Because he wasn't trying to make fun of me, but he was, in my standards, he was kind of mean. But at the end of the day, I did get better. I was able to finally hit it to the outfield, but I still didn't play. And it was another time during a game how some of the best players on our team got suspended for a game because I guess people from the other team heard them cussing and everything and didn't like that. So the umpires all grouped together and just suspended them for a game. I remember ours mom was not happy with my coach because he unfortunately had to agree, and they were getting in an argument. It was funny to watch because like R was finally getting his plate. He was finally starting to understand where his place should be and that he's way too ahead of himself. But whenever it was like 4 people who were suspended, so that means me and 2 or 3 other people who were also who were mainly bench warmers, basically, finally got to play. I'm not gonna lie, I never got to hit the ball. I never hit the ball once. I had never hit the ball, even I've barely been up the swing my entire year. I actually do think I hit the ball once, but that was during like a mini practice after the game. That was back in like 9th grade, I'm pretty sure. But I remember whenever it was, I think a lefty who was a swing actually. I was in the right field, and whenever they swung, I saw the ball coming towards me. And I saw the ball flying, and then I lost it. And I couldn't find it. I heard people yelling behind me, so I looked behind me, and I just ran for it. And then that's when I think the team realized, right field's not that good. Let's start hitting to it. Then 2 or 3 more times in a row, they hit towards where I was at. And boy was I not happy, and boy is my team not happy about it. We of course lost that day by a long shot. But I mean, I got to play. But I was the only person on my team actually who never hit the ball or got us a point. I was the only person on my team, and I felt bad. I just felt like a waste of space to people. And I remember he was always just calling me useless, basically, making fun of me for not really listening to him, acting like he was the coach or he was the big guy. Which, I mean, he was good at baseball, I won't lie. He was really good. But, like, he just was ruthless. He did not care. And, like, there was moments where I thought about hitting him with a bat, I'm not gonna lie. But I think it got to a point where he started to see progress in me. And was actually starting to kind of be nice, still mean. But that's, at the end of the day, what you're good at is what you're good at. I found out baseball is not my forte, however you say it. Baseball is not for me, or like I can do stuff, like I can be energetic, I can exercise, I can do all that. Like, for example, dodgeball was kind of a sport I'd say I'm pretty good at it. I was pretty good at catching dodgeballs, pretty good at dodging, kind of the point of the game. I wasn't good at throwing, but baseball kind of helped me with throwing whenever we did dodgeball in gyms sometimes. But I also remember one time in 11th, in my junior year. We were practicing warm-up. Me and this guy, who I'll name Bry, me and him were throwing the ball, just practicing, warming up. Bry decided to talk to the guy to his left, who not to his left, to his right, I'll just name Bear. Bear, he wasn't paying attention. He was talking to one of his friends. I don't know what I give him a nickname of, so we're just not gonna go past that. But Bry and Bear were talking, and I didn't realize. As soon as I saw Bry turn to his right to talk to them, I threw the ball, and let's say the ball didn't go towards Bry, it went towards Bear, and let's just say, yeah, I left a bruise on his nuts. Like literally the last second before it hit him, I yelled, but it was too late. Now, he was fine, don't worry, he's fine. I apparently did leave a big mark, though. He said it looked like he had testicular cancer. But, at the end of the day, I mean, he was fine. He said it hurt for like a couple of days. It recovered in like a week. It's like I gave a concussion to his nuts, but, yeah, I felt bad. And the thing is, too, Bear usually wears a cup. If you don't know what a cup is, it's to protect your gonads from being hit by a ball. Or, I guess, a baseball. I guess a bat, technically, depending. But, I remember how I felt bad. I felt really horrible. I felt like a massive jerk. He kept telling me it's fine. But I still felt bad. But those are the main highlights of my time during baseball. What I do at my senior year, what I actually do my senior year, I really would want to, but I don't have the time now. You know, adulting, work, college, all that. So I have too much going on right now, but if I could, I would definitely do it. I definitely would do baseball again if I could. But I just have too much going on right now, and I don't have time to. I don't have enough time to set aside time to do baseball. So, yeah, I kind of just didn't sign up. I really wanted to play baseball this year. I really did, but you know, it's part of adulting. You can't really do things that you like as much anymore. Which, that's a different topic who might get into another day. But without further ado, that is pretty much everything I have. I thought this video would be at least under 10 minutes, but it's just a bit under 20 minutes. So without further ado, guys, that's all I have for you guys. You know, stay healthy, stay safe, and remember, our next resignation will be hopefully soon. I don't know what time I record it, but I do want to have some guests in. You may notice in the picture on the video there's a sign there. I'm going to replace that every time there's one person or two people. I'll find out how to replace it. I haven't really figured that part out, if I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, without further ado, hope you guys liked this podcast. I'm gonna try to bring this back. I really want to bring this back. I really liked doing this. But that's all I got for you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you for watching The Dinner Table. See you guys.